Hi, my name is Carolina, and my project is on exploring nanomaterials, more specifically carbon nanotubes and quantum dots. Nanomaterials are materials of size between 1 and 100 nanometers. And here is a scale just to put into perspective how small nanosize really is. What makes these materials interesting is that they exhibit different properties at nanoscale, and that makes them important in research and technology because it gives them potential of innovation. These are the two structures I'll be talking about today. So this is a carbon nanotube, and this is a scheme just showing quantum dots and their uses. Nanotechnology is different from nanoscience. It is the engineering and practical application of the knowledge acquired from nanoscience, which is the scientific foundation. It follows a bottom-up approach, which is assembling materials from molecular or atomic level, and that allows control over their structure and properties, making them more versatile and used in various applications because they can be tailored to them. Some application areas are energy, electronics, medicine, environmental protection, and the food industry. And here is just to show solar panels because they can be used in solar cells and drug delivery. Carbon nanotubes are cylindrical nanostructures made of carbon atoms in hexagonal lattice. They are basically graphene sheets rolled into cylinders, like this illustration is showing. They can be classified in two ways based on how many graphene sheets they have. They can either be single-walled or multi-walled. Single-walled carbon nanotubes have more flexibility and are used in electronics and nanocomposites, while multi-walled are used in structural reinforcement because they are stronger and more stable. Their atomic structure actually gives them the strength they have due to their sp2 hybridization. And here are just illustrations of the 3D model. So this is the 3D model of the carbon nanotube, and it is a simplified version basically of hexagons representing the carbon bonds bonded on top of each other. So some of their properties are strength. They are really strong and even 100 times stronger than steel. And also here it shows how strong it is compared to other materials. And this other illustration is of the 3 different types of chirality they can have, and their chirality actually determines their properties. They're also chemically reactive, being useful in catalysis, sensing, and drug delivery. Quantum dots are semiconductor nanocrystals with diameter of 2 to 10 nanometers. They have something called a quantum confinement effect, which is shown in this illustration, which consists of how their emission color changes based on their size. So the smallest one is a blue one and the largest red. They are made of materials like cadmium selenide or indium phosphide. Indium is less toxic than cadmium, so that's an alternative for cadmium selenide. Some of their properties are that they are fluorescent and have tunable color, as I mentioned before, due to their quantum confinement effect. And you can see here in this image how different sizes of quantum dots will emit different colors. They are also used in bioimaging, and you can see here how they can identify different cells. This is just a table summarizing the differences between carbon nanotubes and quantum dots. So some of their applications. For carbon nanotubes, they have application in electronics, reinforcing materials, batteries, while quantum dots have more applications in bioimaging, LED displays, and photovoltaics because of their tunable properties. They can be used to make photovoltaics more efficient. So for the conclusion, I have this quote by Ralph Merkle, which says nanotechnology is an idea that most people simply didn't believe. And now, nanoscale is the next frontier in material science. Nanostructures define new material behavior, and both structures have transformative uses. Thank you for watching.